Yeah, I don't know what that was, Taco. I don't know why it decided to go poop. Like I said, there's a tweak I'm going to make to a setting here tonight. Maybe that'll help, but it's just not perfect internet no matter what source you do. Nothing I can do about it. Except for hit the button I made to refresh things. Yeah, no, I hit the button to kick it, and it kicked. So at least I have a kick button now. I didn't have that before, and it would just stay there. The challenge is with RTMP, when it loses data for so long, sometimes it'll recover just fine. Other times it'll be like, nah, I'm not going to close this connection cleanly so you can restart sending data again, and it'll just not restart relaying data. So oddly, if I stop and start in OBS, it flushes everything out and it works perfectly. I just got there's a setting that tells the server if you stop getting data for so long, kill the connection and let it restart cleanly. And I'm playing with that time frame. It's 2 minutes right now, but that was way longer than 2 minutes. So something still didn't kick right, or it thought it was getting data just enough that it didn't kick the connection. So I might have to just shorten that up. Yeah, and the other part of it too is like Starlink is only so good, right? It's darn good for as what it is right now. But when you get into congested areas like big cities, it and you're moving at the same time, it has to track stuff differently, and it only has so much bandwidth to do its work. So um, that's kind of I was kind of expecting that hitting Nashville. Um, but like I said, there's a setting I want to tweak. I want to make it a little shorter than 2 minutes and see if maybe make it 30 seconds. If it doesn't get good data for 30 seconds straight, kick everything and start it automatically. That's the goal of the setting, is to make everything just kind of auto reset without me doing anything. And it worked once earlier on the trip where it was like it took 2 minutes. It was almost exactly 2 minutes, and bam, the stream came back up as soon as that hit. So I just got to figure out. I got to figure out the happy spot. Alpha's fine, by the way. He's just there. He's just sprawled out in the back seat, staring at me like he always does. Nothing new. All right, it is back up to 70 now. This guy pass. Get around these trucks. There's supposedly a rest area along here somewhere. I'm going to ask it again to see how far it is. Where's the next rest area? Rest area 18 miles, 16 minutes. All right, cool. We'll take a quick potty break there. I mean, yeah, Starlink has a lot up there, but there's a lot of other stuff up there too. Um, it's only going to get more and more. I mean, Amazon's putting their Kuiper satellites up there. There's going to be thousands of those as well, and OneWeb's doing that over and on the European side. They're building their constellation, so it's only going to get worse. They do try to make them not as intrusive to telescopes, but there's only so much they can do. I mean, it's a physical object in space, right? So, but yeah, no, I definitely understand the bits that it adds to the sky that aren't natural. But that's technology advancing. It's not always perfect in how it's implemented. There's only so much they do. I think one of the ideas is, I know, it's pick your poison. Which big billionaire do you want to give more money to? Because they're the only ones that are doing the kind of stuff that can do this. Like, I mean, what other companies are going to launch thousands of satellites and be profitable from it? But yeah, I do know that Starlink's V3 satellites, while bigger, there will potentially need to be less of them than there are now, because they're going to handle way more bandwidth than their current ones. There's just no rocket currently that can launch them. Assuming Starship can get operational and do it, that will launch them. But maybe that will help, and they'll just let the smaller ones degrade their orbit and fall back like they do normally anyway, and just keep the fewer satellites up there. That hopefully will help the telescope issue. Now, that's not Kuiper's going to just replace that, right? They're doing the exact same thing that Starlink already has, so that's not going to help anything there. But, yeah, what are you going to do? Hopefully launch more telescopes that are in further out orbits and get data from them. More James Webbs and Hubbles, and hopefully the, what's it called? The Nancy Roman Grace, that telescope, that one, hopefully that one actually gets off the ground. It was on the chopping block for a while, but I think they saved it. Because it was almost done and just needed to really get a final test and launch in. So, yeah, it's a space. It's a new frontier it's always been there, but it just hasn't been accessible, and now it's getting more accessible. Just like the internet. Didn't have the internet back my early life, and now we do. Totally changed everything. Like, was it all good? No, there's plenty of bad stuff that happens because of the internet. But you just hope the good outweighs the bad. I saw brake lights up there. Not the rest area sign, is there? Or is that just a gas sign? That's just a gas sign. Which NASA announcement was that? Most recent one was the one they talked about their peer-reviewed paper about what the rover found on Mars. But what's the other announcement? I've probably heard, but I don't remember. We had a wide load. That's why there was so much slowness. The heck is that? A big generator? It's like a generator. We'll give it space. It's probably a generator going to a AI data center to give it more power, suck more fuel. Oh yeah, the left. Yeah, so the thing with the possible biological signs on those rocks in the riverbed. Yeah, no, I mean it's just what's the saddest part about all of that is that there was a plan for a Mars sample return to get those back, and they scrapped it. And they're trying to get private industry to help them with it, commercial space stuff. And are we going to get something to get that stuff back? Who knows now? Or is it going to take somebody actually physically going to the planet as a human being and getting it? I don't know. But yeah, I mean, it's just that politics just ruins everything in space. I mean, even with like Blue Origin and SpaceX and ULA, there's so much politics involved in them that drive how they're able to do things. Even Boeing, even though Boeing has other issues that are hard to overcome these days, but and Northrop has issues like they dropped the frickin' Cygnus resupply module for the space station. How do you drop a freaking thing in shipping? But there's so much politics and crap that just blocks things from being efficient. I don't know. It's annoying. I'm not a fanboy of any of the companies. I'm just a fan of exploration of space. So whatever advances it, let's advance it. Let's do it. And they're all trying. Like Blue Origin's trying, as New Glenn. They're trying to get their moon lander built. ULA is just kind of doing the status quo of government-funded launch vehicles. They're not advancing a ton. SpaceX is definitely trying to advance things. They're doing it in a very public way, in a very rapid, iterative way, which allows the news organizations and politics to put bad spins on everything that goes wrong, even though it's just an experimental program and it's not U.S. tax dollars getting spent on it. But they try to make it sound like it is. Blue Origin's doing. I just want stuff to succeed. I don't care who does it. Just do it. Do it well. Stop canceling programs and funding and expect more. I wouldn't go that far. I mean, see, now you're starting to get into the cringy side of that of the view of SpaceX just because people because Elon is part of that, right? They're not exploiting. They're just, if they're exploiting anything, they're exploiting the opportunities that they have that they can do. They've got a crap ton of money, so they're using it. Why not? That's how business works. You take advantage of the opportunities you're given, and if you don't, you're going to fail. Blue Origin's doing the same thing. ULA is doing the same thing. I mean, heck, they've got Jim Bridenstine on the ULA board as an executive at ULA, and he seems to be purposely trying to downplay everything that ULA doesn't like. And they're just saying, well, Artemis, but do Gateway, because ULA can be part of that, but they can't be part of anything else. So he wants everything else to fail. It's just, that's the toxicity that I hate about everything. So, yeah, and that's why I don't care about him. I could give two rats' butts about him. SpaceX is making billions on Starlink alone, and they don't need his money anymore. His money is done and out of the picture. Yeah, he's making money off of it because it's a private company that he's got a big piece of, but it ain't his money doing it anymore. So you put a product out there that people want, they're going to pay for it. And there's thousands of people that aren't Elon.
In 2 miles, take the exit towards Simpson County.
That are doing crazy cool things at these various, at SpaceX or Blue Origin. That's Bezos, and we don't like Bezos either, but why am I getting off here? Oh, it's the rest area. Really? I guess maybe it is. Oh, Welcome Center in Kentucky or something, maybe? Oh, I see the sign up there. Okay. I'm just going to turn that stop off. Every big company is a cult more than a company these days. Every big company is.
In half a mile, take the exit towards Simpson County.
I told you to get rid of that stop. Remove stop, please. Thank you.
In a quarter mile, take the exit towards Simpson County.
Oh, whatever. You don't want to remove the stop, Google. I know I'm getting off here.
Take the exit towards Simpson County.
Okay, exit navigation. Because I don't want you telling me, now turn right, now park here. Nope, I will do this myself. I can handle parking. All right, so we're gonna park literally right here because this is a perfect spot. I can walk in and there's a poop bag thingy there. Look at that. It's even better. I don't have to use one of my own. Hi, boy. Are you going to get mad and start whining because I stopped the car? Is that what we're going to do right now? Or are you going to settle and be a good boy and get a treat? Because I can do that too. Alfie, can you be a good boy? Can you be a good boy? Can you sit? Can you sit? I got treats if you settle. Look, it's in my hand. It's right here. Look. Can you sit? Sit. Sit. Alf. Look. Look. Sit. Good boy. Hi. Yeah. You ready for a quick pit stop? Yeah. Let's see. Okay, so what can the camera see? Let me improve the quality here. I know, Alf. I can't see anything because that is at 144p. That's terrible quality. Okay. So you can go pee over here. I'll just use one of your bags because I would be right in the camera in the poop bag station. So not happening. Not happening, Mr. Alf. And I'll have to take the mic off before I go in to go pee because that wouldn't be cool. It's okay, Alf. You'll survive. I know. I know. This is your poop bags. This is your poop bags, Alf. You're such a whiny boy. It's okay. You're gonna survive. I know. I know. I know. I know. Get this leash. Okay. So in theory, I can turn off this car and it will be fine for a few minutes while we do a pee break for Alf. Let's see how far can you see over? You can see over to, maybe I'll let him go up on the right side of the car so you can see him. So you can see that he's not dead. And you can hear that he's not dead, but you'll be able to see him too. Okay, do this, and then I have this. Oh, hush, Mr. Alf, you're okay. Put that there. I know, I'm just hiding things, boy. All right, I'm gonna take this mic off, and then we will be back shortly. You get to hear him whine while I go in to pee myself. I'm not gonna pee myself, I'm gonna go pee in the restroom. I'll be back. Okay, boy, I know. It's okay. Yeah. Wait. You gotta wait for me to get your leash on you, boy. You are a wild little boy. That's gonna choke you. Don't do that. Ow, no. Alright, here you go. Back in? You already ready to go back in, alright? Here you go. Alright. You're just like you always are, boy. You do a quick potty break. Come right back in. You're crazy. Alright, ouch. That's my fit. That's my forehead out. Okay. One other thing. Hang on. All right, now that you're back in here, let me roll the windows down while I go inside. Not down, but enough that you're not gonna suffocate. That's no good. There you go. All right. All right. All right, bud. I'm gonna go in and go to the bathroom really quick, and you're gonna be a good boy for 5 minutes, okay? Not even, as long as there's not a line. I'll be right back, okay? Okay, and then we'll get you some jerky. Yeah, you got a treat back there. You still need this treat. Here, look. You didn't eat the treat, boy. There's treat. All right, I'll be right back. And I'm back. See? You're not even warm in here, boy. You're fine. You're fine. Yeah? Did you say hello to everybody? Did you say hello, everybody? Yeah? Air going again. Yeah. All right. All right. It's your jerky time, boy. I promised you jerky. Get you some jerky. There you go. Yeah. There's your jerky. Yeah. Can I break it apart first so you don't swallow it whole? Back up. Back up. Back up. Back up. There you go. Yeah. All right, mic stuffing. Putting the mic on. Hey, boy. Did you miss me, bud? Yeah. Yeah, you always miss your daddy. Yeah. Oh, phone. There he goes. It's okay. It's okay. I know we're not moving. I get it. Are you thirsty? You need some water? I can get you some water too. Want some water? All right. Get your water bowl. Yeah, you know this is your water bowl. Hang on. You got to back up, boy. I love you, but you got to back up. He was quiet the whole time. That's what I figured. He was probably just looking out the window, watching me walk in and watching me come out. I know. You tend to be a good dog usually, Alfie. All right. Fresh water for the boy dog. Wait till I bring it back to you. Please, I don't want this all over. No, no, no. Let me bring it back to you, buddy. Back up. Back up. Back. Just stop licking the bottle. Back. Ow, I don't want you slop. Get. Back. I'm going to put it here so you don't have to be up in my face. There. That way when you make it wet underneath it, you get to sit in it and I don't. See, Taco? Plenty of water. I got like 2 cases of water, 40 bottles of water in the trunk. So, plenty of water for this dog. And it's really not that hot. I mean, well, I guess it is. Wow, it's 90 degrees here. Damn. Thankfully, we're going north first, where it's going to be cooler, and then we'll head back south by the time it cools off. You get it all? You need more? You want more? I got more. Hang on. Let me get you more. You down that. I get you. You can take a whole bottle of water. That's fine. There you go. Thirsty boy. Take that off. This back up. Oh, I got hot. That better. Are you better, Mr. Boy? Okay, that's a ton of water for the Alfie. You're gonna have to pee here when we stop at the next stop. You good? Yeah. There. And now you're happy. You want to eat your treat now? You just don't like this one? This one particular treat? You ate all the other ones except for this one. You just don't like this one. No, you'll eat it. You're just being weird. Just a weird dog, Alf. Yeah, just swallow it, dummy. There you go. Use your teeth and break it. That's how it works. Good boy. You're such a weirdo boy. All right, you good? You ready to keep going? Yeah? Oh, I know I'm not moving, but I'm trying to make sure you're good. If I don't, I get yelled at. All right, now where am I going to put this? Put that there to dry. Get your jerky closed back. Daddy was a camel. That was apparently had to go more than I did. Did I bring Alf's favorite alcohol? No. His favorite alcohol is water. That's all he gets. Starlink is clearly not unreachable from this app. It's just being silly. There we go. Yeah, 99.87% ping success. Can't do too much better than that in this world of the internet. The internet. Oh, I know I'm not moving fast enough for you. I'm sorry, boy. I got to get our navigation started back because I don't know where we're going after this. I need to actually look so I can have a route in my head of what we're doing. Okay, so we're going to continue up 65, and then we're going to take 165. Wait. Your grandma and grandpa are in Bowling Green right now. We're going to go right by it. Yeah. Unfortunately, we have a route to keep. And she just saw you. You'll be fine. And then we're going to 165 up to Owensboro. And then we're going to be off the interstate for a little bit on a state route. Okay. And your daddy is hungry. So I need some food in my belly. Just like you just got. I will head north.
Boyhood National Memorial may close within 1 hour of when you arrive.
What? That's bull honky. Let's look at that. If it all the more reason to keep going. Search. Come on. Lincoln. No way it closes at 3. That'd be silly. Info. Sunrise to sunset. Well, oh, the visitor center. Generally between 9 and 3. But the park itself is at sunset. Okay, well, we should get there in time for the visitor center. I got a national park passport I got to get a stamp on if I can get there. It's only an hour 45 away. We should be there by 2. Be another hour at the visitor center. It takes me 2 minutes to get that. So, all right. Well, that's one water bottle dead and gone. Yeah, he's not. Yeah, I'm not getting. I have food here. I have homemade pizza rolls, pepperoni rolls, and where did my sanitizer go, boy? Did you eat it? Where'd you put it? I thought I had it right there, but oh no, that's right. I put it in here. Yes, right. I put it in here. Pepperoni rolls, and I've got some toast and peanut butter sandwich crackers. Just kind of, I have some snacks for the first part of this trip to not have to go to fast food all the time. And even when I do go to fast food, I usually eat the sandwich in the wrappers, so I don't even have to hold the sandwich. Because, yeah, things get drippy and oily and nasty. Okay. We'll have to get a garbage bag out at some point, but that's another time. Where is your next bottle of water? Is where? It's over there somewhere. You good? You got a sneezy back there? There's my pepperoni roll, boy. Yeah, and mine. Mm-hmm. Bless you. That's what it says on the package. Look up Keebler toast and peanut butter sandwich crackers. It's just like crackers with two crackers with peanut butter in the middle of them. It's a sandwich of peanut butter made of cracker. So we'll probably get gas then in Owensboro. No. Zoom this out. I guess it would be Owensboro. Yeah. I can probably get there on this tank. I know, Alf. I know. I'm very slow. I get it. I'm glad I checked that. It stopped publishing my IRL record. I wonder why. Exactly. Hi, Bub. Okay. That goes back in there. One of these out. Are you sure that's the right Springfield, though? There's like one Springfield, at least one Springfield in every state. Just looking at my Twitch inspector really quick to see how it's doing, and it's when it drops way below 4,000. So I think 5,000 is fine. Whew. Cracker. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Is that what you think? All right. Put those there. Pick up one of those as we go. Ready to move, Al? I'm ready to move. We got places to get to. Got fun stuff to see. Now, I know I'm slow. I promise you I'm getting ready to move. All right, here we go.
Head north.
I will, once this car passes behind me. All right, successful rest stop, Alfie. Next.
Lincoln Boyhood National Memorial may close within 1 hour of when you arrive.
That's fine, I don't care. The sun does not set at 3.
In a quarter mile, merge onto I-65.
It also says generally open 9 to 3, so it might not even be open when we get there. Who knows? I know, Alfie. I'm trying to get up to speed, but this is a curvy ramp. I know. You just had your treat and your water. You're good. Buckle up, phone down, or mount it. It was definitely windy when I was out there too. There was not not calm. Blowing pretty hard in my face. And yeah, no, they still had the cheese and crackers and little stick to smear it on there, but yeah, they've changed that. They have the option of peanut butter and cheese and jelly and various things. No. You good now, Mr. Alf? You look happy. You look happier. A little break. Every road sign's a blue background? Most interstate signs are green. The mile markers in the middle of the road are blue. Rest areas are blue. It varies. There's still a bunch of different colors in them. Freeway, interstate stuff is all green for the most part. There's a few exceptions to it, but it's mostly green. But like I said, the mile markers in the middle and the wall there in the median, those are blue. But those, yeah, they used to be little green markers on the outside, but now they're blue in the middle. If you're on an interstate. If you're not on an interstate, I don't think they're blue, I think they're green. But things like this hospital sign and rest areas and all of the what gas and food and stuff is at the next exit, those are all blue. I don't know who decides that stuff, but yeah, all the commercial ones are blue, yeah. I don't know when they started doing the blue mile markers on the middle. Like here you got a green one on the outside and a blue one on the inside. Why? I don't know. That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, I think they probably changed them all to blue on purpose, A, for consistency, and B, to make sure that it's clear that it wasn't an important sign about what direction you're going. It's just an informational sign. Because they used to have things like, I mean, rest areas have always been blue, but have they always been blue? I'm trying to remember if I've seen green ones before. Um, it just makes it more clear that that's an informational sign rather than a route sign. Moose or white. That's funny. Rare albino moose. What's this guy doing? Holy crap nuggets. Saw the guy flying up to my right. That's why he was incredibly impatient. Well, maybe we'll see somebody get a high speed award here shortly. Open. Let me at you. Yeah, my road trip's not going to make it to Alberta in time for that. Howdy, John. It's going. We're getting about an hour and a half from our first national memorial, at least. So far, so good. Oh, you're talking about one from there. I thought there was something coming up really soon, or maybe it already happened. There was a... Oh, you're talking solar. I thought I was thinking lunar eclipse. Sorry. There was a lunar one that's right around the corner. Yeah, by 2044, I have no idea where I'm going to be. That's way too far out. I'm hoping to be retired by then. Should be. I mean, that's 19 years. I better be. Otherwise, I missed my goal by a long shot. Yeah, 55. I mean, that's what I want to retire at. I don't know. We'll see if that happens. By the time I get up there, it might be 75 is the federal retirement age, which would suck.
In 2 miles, take exit 20 for I-165, Kentucky 9007, towards Scottsville, Owensboro.
9007? Can we get a bigger number on a frickin' route? Jesus. Let's hit 5 digits. Come on, somebody do it. That guy was staring at his lap. And the front of his car reflects how he drives. Jeez. Yep, that's why my goal for retirement is to have to own the house outright that I'm living in at the
In
time.
half mile, take exit 20 for I-165, Kentucky 9007 towards Scottsville, Owensboro.
And only have to worry about food and play. Have no other outstanding debt.
Take
That's
exit
the hope,
20,
at least.
then take the ramp to Owensboro. Take the ramp to Owensboro, then slide right onto the I-165 North ramp.
Why is this guy stopping? Accelerate your vehicle,
Slide right
dude.
onto the I-165 North ramp, then merge onto I-165.
Weirdo. Merging on interstates seems to be a troublesome concept for many people.
Continue on I-165 for 70 miles.
Ooh, yeah, windy going this direction. Probably stop in Owensboro for gas, would be my guess. Probably get all the way to the park, but it's in the middle of nowhere, so not the smartest plan. Corvette Museum, huh? Yeah, I don't think they let dogs in there. They don't want Alf in there because he'll just jump up and try to get in all the cars. I tried to look along the route on the Roadtrippers app for other things to stop along the way after this park, but there's not much in this part of the country that's interesting. Not enough biggest ball of twines or anything. No, we're not doing Mammoth Cave. I've been there, but I'm not doing it this time because, again, dog. that's a big limiting factor making this very much a whirlwind trip. Is we're just kind of hitting the sites that we can stop at alongside a road or a parking area at a national park or something, and then moving on because most of these places don't allow dogs off the road or 100 feet from a parking area because they don't want your animal to get eaten, nor do they want the wildlife there to be disturbed. So, and with Mammoth Cave, that's a whole other safety issue. That's another ball of wax. I looked at it to see if we could, but it wasn't going to work. So it's very much a brave man walking down the median of the interstate. Okay. Shaker Museum. Not yet, John, not yet. Ask again in about an hour and a half. We'll be there. Get a note that he's a service dog. I don't think they're going to buy that. And emotions, they actually do say, I think I read this on the National Park Service, that emotional support dogs do not count as service dogs, because service dogs are allowed in more places. Emotional support dogs are not considered service dogs. So, first stop is the Lincoln Boyhood National Memorial. So it's where Lincoln moved to when he was young in Indiana and grew up on the farm and everything before as a kid, basically. His parents moved him there. They moved there because Indiana at the time had more concrete evidence that you owned land and not just this, I think this is mine way of thought as where they used to be. So they were able to actually own the farm and everything in Indiana. So that's the first stop. And then it's a good driving a little past that in Illinois just to stop for the night. And then after that, we'll head up to, it's just a drive to Minnesota. And then Monday morning will be the Mississippi Headwater Park. So where the little bitty stream where the Mississippi River starts. That's the next couple days. And then we get into bigger stuff, because then we'll be getting into the Dakotas and getting all the big national parks going. Just got to kind of get positioned first. But below in the About, John, there's a link, a map link that you can click, and it'll show you the general route that I'm taking. Not timing, but at least what I'm planning on hitting. There are some wildfires out west up in is it Wyoming, I think? That I'll have to potentially dodge, but hopefully not much. But you can click it and it'll blow it up really big. You don't have to actually look at that little image. It'll open up in a browser and be a big graphic. I mean, I might be able to hit the gold vault at Fort Knox if Alf distracts them, being all cute, but that's about the only way that's happening. It's getting warm outside, boy. Walking. Or else are just quick stops. I would say either a tree, grass, or a mile marker sign. That would be my answer, Taco. Or a weed, I guess. Or a bush. I don't know. There might be aliens the further north you get because there's less population. They might hide out better. See, that's not fair. I can't actually see that. I know there's stuff on the map there, but I got a little tiny, it's about the size of the tip of my finger thumbnail on the Twitch screen of the stream. And then a very blurry version of it on the right side of me because I got YouTube up on my laptop just to try to catch it when it dies and hit the refresh button. And that's running at 144p, so it doesn't take much bandwidth. The boy is fast asleep now. He had a nice break. Now he's chill again. He loves the car. Even when we were at that rest stop, we got out, he peed, he sniffed a few things, walked around the other side of the car, stared at the door. Okay. Just wants back in the car. Don't you, boy? Yeah, I'm sorry, I woke you up. Didn't mean to talk about you. Go back to sleep. That flying around. Piece of tire. He doesn't typically have that from that. Can't say the word again because he'll expect more. I didn't even say the word. How did you read my mind, Alf? You're very, very, very weird. Rude. Hi. You want to sniff my finger? Just sniff my finger. Okay. This is a much more relaxed trip than our last two, isn't it, Alf? We had to drive many, many, many long hours to get somewhere. I mean, he is sitting on that side of the back seat looking forward between my shoulder and the side of the car, so he might be reading chat. He might be smarter than we all think. He's thinking now, damn, they found me out. Texas. I'd say he's going the wrong way, but once I get out up north and west, people are going to say the same thing about me. You're going the wrong way. Wow, 600 pounds for 3 days. So that's probably closer to what, 750 US then now? This whole trip, I'm estimating, is going to cost me about, depending on how many times I camp versus stay in a hotel or Airbnb, $5,000 total for 4 weeks. But I mean, most people don't do this. Most people don't drive for 4 weeks and have the option to stay in a tent or sleep in the car or whatever it might be to reduce cost. It's going to be like probably 12 to 1500 alone just in gas, though. That's the biggest chunk of it. And gas prices are actually lower right now than they've been the past few months. Yep, everything is going crazy expensive. I get the general concepts, but then why does inflation do what it does? Who knows? True, Yorkshire pudding will be cheaper while he's in the UK compared to Iceland. So there you go. There's your cost savings. We'll make it for about 30 cents. 30 quid or whatever that is. I think it's what you call it, right? Quid? Isn't that the sub-dollar word? Or sub-pound word?
There are police reported ahead.
Pow pow! Are they here? Yes, they are. There he is. He's awaiting. I don't have to worry about it because I ain't speeding, but he's there. Yeah, I don't know I don't know what you call the sub pound, like in U.S. dollars is dollars and cents. I don't know what the equivalent is for pound, the British pound. Pence, that's it. Duh. I knew that word. My brain just didn't want to say it. Yeah, no. When you think about it and when you make it a logical statement, it makes sense that it's pence. My brain went to quid for some reason. Because I know you hear you guys say 50p and 75p all the time, and I know what you're saying. I don't know why I put a Q there instead of a P. Okay, this is another weird word. Not a weird word, just another word for pound. Is quid the slang word for pound? Kind of like buck is the slang word for dollar? $100. Even though it's not a deer. Okay. See, these are the conversations we don't have while we sail because we're too focused on making barrels organized and using and adjusting sails. I don't think about pound versus quid versus pence. Exactly. Golden glory is just gold and ancient coins and doubloons. Old school stuff. So much for the gold standard. They don't know what pants means? Pretty sure they know what pants means. And not in the terms of a dog panting. You guys are crazy. Really bad, not fun. I mean, okay. Total pants. Why? Why? How did pants become that meaning? I guess I got to ask the question now because that's not the meaning I was. Not that's not where Taco was going. But now I gotta know how did pants become really bad, not fun? What is the connection there? I don't associate trousers with not fun. I mean, I don't wear them much, but I don't associate it with not fun or really bad. So clearly, pants means is not being used in that phrase in the form of the physical pants slash trousers. Is that its only meaning, or is there another meaning that it's a simile for a metaphor or whatever that is? Like you are actually panting because it's been such a hard day. What does it mean? As in dirty, Okay. Okay, so dirty underwear. So that pants. All right. So pants actually means underwear. So when I say I'm gonna go put my pants on, you just think I'm sitting there in the buff, huh? I'm not gonna attempt to pronounce that word if that's even legitimate. I just see gok at the end of it, so. So I've been hearing recently that Wales is special. That was a giant bug that didn't splat. I mean, Tennessee isn't that bad. It's no worse than Mississippi or Arkansas when it's spelled Arkansas. Double check my cruise control. I thought I was flying. People were just poking. All right, talk to you later. I'm sure you'll be getting on the seas here soon since it's getting close to that time.
There's an object on road ahead.
Object on the road. All right. Let's see. Is it a tire? Is it a? It's a little tire piece there. Yeah, there's a bunch of little tire bits. Truck lost its tire tread there. Stupid retreading of truck tires to save money. This interstate doesn't get much love. It was almost like before they finally redid 55 in Missouri, southeast Missouri, starting to feel like that, where nobody drove in the right lane because of it being so horrible. trying to, I saw your GPS asterisk there, but I was trying to figure what word are you replacing? Because hose fit initially there, but clearly that's not the word that you wanted. You can call the Google voice a hoe. I don't care. To be fair, Waze is it's Google's integrated with Waze, so it's reported by people driving. So all the police and construction and debris and stuff like that's all just it's real time reported stuff. Like when it said that, and I didn't do it because I didn't pay attention, but it pops up a little thing. Hey, is that debris still there? So they get real time feedback if it's still accurate or not. It's a pretty neat little thing. I feel like the police one is a little bit on the cuff, a little bit of, just don't speed too much, folks, and you don't need those. But the debris and the construction and the slow traffic, the slow traffic is actually a really good one because you could be coming over a hill and not realize it's completely stopped just on the other side of that crest of the hill. Those are nice. Bill Monroe Home Place. I don't even, is that the President Monroe? Is that Monroe's first name, Bill? I don't know. I don't know Monroe's first name. It's got a National Park brown sign, so. Really? You gotta say that there's a beaver dam. Let's go to a beaver dam. Yeah, no, I don't typically use GPS unless for trips like this that I've not ever driven the roads before. I try to, if I'm going somewhere for the first time, I might have it on in town in Atlanta just because it's such a big city. But once I've driven it, I just remember it. I don't necessarily remember the road names, but I remember the route and landmarks and stuff. Try not to be too dependent on a tool that could disappear at any moment. Even with this, if it died all of a sudden, just give me a map. I'll figure out my route. I can read maps just fine. I considered doing that for this trip, getting a big old Rand McNally paper atlas, if they still make them. I assume they do. There's probably a few people that own them, and just mapping the trip that way. But it was just going to be a lot. I didn't want to put that on top of streaming and ALF and everything. Like, I'll have to book my hotel when I get to wherever I end up stopping tonight, so nothing's booked, so gotta have technology for that. I'm not gonna drive around to every hotel and ask. I got a backup cam too. Every car's got a backup cam now. I still use my mirrors and my neck turning to look, and then I look at the backup cam. It's the backup of me using my own head to look. It's nice. It's got the advantage to it is, like, if somebody does run up behind the car as you're about to back out, it warns you. So there's some good safety features for it. And kids these days couldn't back a car up for their life, so they didn't have a camera. I ain't great at going in reverse, and I don't back into parking spots and do that stuff, but I can do it as needed, at least. Yeah, I don't. I do the apps first, simply to go figure out what my options are, and then I will go to them. Um, and I'll also check the various rewards programs that I have if I've got points on them to reduce the price more. That stuff. It's kind of a hybrid of all kinds of various things. But I've also got a limited subset of hotels that will let me put a doggo in there with me, so can't be too terribly picky. That's always the catch of the price is they advertise the price for the room, but then there's a pet fee. So always more expensive. But I got all kinds of different apps on my phone for finding things, be it a hotel or an Airbnb or campsite, RV parking spot. I don't care. I'll figure out what works best that night and what I need to do in the morning. Like tonight's going to be a hotel because A, it's hard to get an Airbnb day of. You can, it's just hard. But B, I don't want to camp just because I want to get going tomorrow morning. I don't have it's these first two drives are longer, and I want to get them in a reasonable hour at the end of the day. So I don't want to have to deal with tearing down a tent and all that stuff in the morning. Oh my God. That, I don't know if you, yeah, you can probably see that on the camera. That was a ginormous bug. Unless it's blurred out because of the way it's focused. Holy crap. That thing had a lot for breakfast. This truck is all over the place. And then he slows down because he's going uphill. Yeah, and that's the other thing too, is like I don't have to worry about, okay, what am I going to eat this morning? I just go down and grab something and leave. So I do not like this pickup truck. I think this guy behind me's got the right idea, just to back off and let him go past, because this is stupid. He just keeps coming up on my tail and slowing down. Starting to get some high clouds. Last thing, oh, and then that's it. He doesn't get to say shit. Man, that thing is ginormous. God, I have to get the windshield cleaner and squeegee out when I get gas, because that's huge. I'll have to look at what it looks like on stream too if you can even see it. It's the last thing. Oh, that's true. Yeah, I guess that's the physical answer to it. I was thinking of more of the actual mind. All right, 12 more miles. Good, because we got 57 on the tank. We'll get gas in Owensboro, and we'll head out to the park or the memorial. Only 1:30, not bad. 45 minutes away. Trying to give this truck some space in front of me on the downhill because he's annoying. "92 degrees outside, at least according to the car. I don't know what the stream says it is." Oh, goodness. That guy behind me didn't even budge. Why don't cannibals eat clowns? I'm sure there's some snarky response for that. What is it? Or see if Chunky knows if he's still paying attention. Oh, they taste funny? That'd be a good answer. Yep, there you go. Har har har. You can't put a corny joke past Wire and him not know it. He knows his corny jokes. See, here we go. Now I got another corny joke. What's the difference between a tire and 365 condoms? What the hell? Something about the whole year round. Something about Goodyear tires. It's got to be something with that. One's a Goodyear, the other's a fucking Goodyear. Yep, that's right. I knew it was something with Goodyear tires. Bump. Bump. I don't like this truck. He's all over the freaking road. He looked a little scared. He's when he looked at me when I passed him. It's like, oh, what did I do wrong? But at least they're pronounced the same. I can argue both letters being that second letter. They both have the same pronunciation. I don't know why they're different, but it's kind of like color and color. Color. That one's just wrong. There's no U in that word. Same with labor and labor. There's no U in there. But I mean, it is about how you pronounce it, right? Like I think there's probably a little more tone in the way English say it, British English, King's English say it, versus American English, and the U just doesn't make sense in American English. In 2 miles.
In 2 miles, use the right lane to take exit 78 for US 60 East, US 231 North toward Hosford.
Told you. Now I just need a gas station. That would be good. Downtown bridge closed. All right, well, hopefully I'm not going that way. I don't think I am. Get around this guy.
In a half mile, use the right lane to take exit 78 for US 60 East, US 231 North toward Hosford.
Took that one out, but they left the first one in.
Use the right lane to take exit 70A, then merge onto US 231 North.
All right, now we need a gas station before we get out of here. Got 2 exits apparently for Owensboro.
Continue on US
See an
231
IHOP.
North
That
for
ain't gonna do me
29
any good.
miles.
Maynard's. This probably has some stuff.
US 231 North is closed in 13 miles. Rerouting you through US 60.
Gotta be gas at this one, right? Has to be somewhere. Bucks Marathon. Let's go this way. There's a marathon right there. We'll go there. That works. That works for me. It looks nice enough. Doesn't look like a trashy one. I can't see past this dude. If he goes, I go. Okay. I know, Alf. I know. We're about to
At the
turn
light,
off.
use any lane to
break.
turn left onto Kentucky 54
Oh, you
West
can
East Parish
stop
Avenue.
now.
In 800 feet, turn left onto Highland Point Drive. In 1,000 feet, turn left onto Hayden Road.
Whee! Oh, hush, Alfie. It's okay. You're gonna survive, I promise. You're not gonna die. You're not gonna die. No. You'll be okay. Oh, I know. I know.